Hello, Jermaine Andre here, and I'm going to be reading to you from my new book, Warrior's Edge, The Warrior's Edge. Just finished it up, and there is a more affordable version of this book. You can see right here, it's got a copy of me from back in my fight days, meditating, and you can see here, this book is 400 or more pages. If you want the exact numbers, actually 474 pages. And you can see this one here, nice copy cover, and everything's pretty much black and white, easy to read pages, you know, more affordable. And then I have my deluxe version. Oh, you see that took a little muscle to lift, which is a hardcover, a picture of myself and my daughter when she was a little bit tight. And this one is all color. Exact same book. This was, of course, is pricier. There's some nice pictures in there. Everything's in color. So if you're someone who ends up really liking this book, or you a real deep fan of mine, or someone who understands me and knows what I put into my writing, then go for the bad boy right there. What I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to read each chapter from the book. Understand the book is unedited, and I'm going to just read this. I'm going to put it up on YouTube so you guys, you can listen to it. I know it's hard sometimes for us to have the time to sit down and read a book. So therefore, I'm going to read the book to you. Okay? And just so you know, this book was written, a lot of you may be familiar with my book, Ice, Intercom and Explosiveness, which was a book that I actually wrote for the NFL when they were having a bunch of concerns with a bunch of their athletes and their behavior, their manner, their etiquette. And they actually came to me, or some representatives of them came to me, and they had seen me fight, they seen my interviews. They said, how can you be such a decent person and such an ethical person, and you're one of these crazed MMA fighters? And I said, well, first of all, no. I'm not a crazed MMA fighter. I just do MMA fighting. I'm a martial artist and an athlete. Let me show you how. And so I wrote that book. But that book was more written towards athletes and not really towards martial artists, even though a true martial artist is an athlete also, stays an athlete. So I wanted to make something that was more focused for my students now, who I'm specializing in, men 40 and older, successful men 40 and older, and women also, and youth who are very, very mature, who are moving through their life where they understand that they have to be able to defend themselves and defend themselves from the world, defend themselves, more importantly, from themselves, emotionally, and to try to make their lives better. As they've already succeeded financially, they want to make sure they can maintain. They're providing, and now they want to be assured that they can protect. So that's what this book is, and I'm just going to start reading. Instead of elaborate so much. And I will read, after I read each chapter, I will elaborate to you on that chapter. So, The Warrior's Edge. For your mind to master you, dedicated to all mankind. The Warrior's Edge by Jermaine Andre. Table of contents. The Warrior's Edge. The author. Why? What is a Warrior's Edge? Warrior's Edge DNA, Active Awareness, Orchestrating a Campaign, Peace Through Violence, Sacred Law of Combat, 8 Paths to Self-Mastery, Good Dog, Bad Dog, The Trust Trap, Weaponizing Haters, Sorry Apology, Calm, Not for Free, Not for Money, Confidence versus Arrogance, Lonely versus Alone, Beating the Masses, Power of Emotion, Truth About Lying, The Truth Hurts, Liars, Losers Try, Winners Do, one of my favorites, Loyalty's True Reward, Warrior's Primary Weapon, Love versus Duty, Combat Compassion, What Self-Discipline Is, Potty Mouth Pride, Don't Be Excused, Immortal Morale, Freeze Hidden Cost, Meet the Snitch, Our Only True Right, Secrets of Fearlessness, Smart person, stupid people. Constructive complaining. Silent sting. Cunning composure. The code. Living Murphy's Law. Wrong thing, right reason. Befriending fear. Character cultivating. Nutrition knows. Not up to it today. Programming for war. A warrior's mercy. The lethal word. Seek combat advantage. Friend facts. Not so sweet secrets. Blame it on the rain. Power of high. Art of cleaning. Gifts that take. Combat redemption. Respecting respect. Self-reliance. Teach people about you. 2-week cool off. Blessing of humility. A man's way out. Unmasking posers. Compliment control. Resilience. The weapon. Choose your death. Values of integrity. Accepting acceptance. Swear to God. Prayer, persuasion. Peace. War. Judgment. Forgiveness. Ancient warrior codes. 8 virtues of Bushido. Knight's Code of Chivalry. U.S. military ethics. Mandatory final lesson. And art of the cure. My martial arts combat defense system teaches people how to honorably protect and defend life. My Warrior's Edge protocol teaches people how to honorably live life. Warrior's Edge creator and teacher, Jermaine Andre. And that's the table of contents. That's what you have to look forward to in the book. I will be reading a few chapters. I'll be getting some different settings and backgrounds, keep it a little bit more enjoyable for you. And I will be adding chapter by chapter.